The flames ate the edges of the box before the laptop even hit the coals. I remember the way my daughter's breath caught, the way her hands shook, frozen in mid-air, as if she could will the fire to spit it back out. I didn't rush to save it. I didn't scream. I just watched. My parents laughed. My sisters smirked. Her kids clapped as if this was some carnival trick. And then she leaned back in her chair, her voice dripping with satisfaction. Maybe this will teach her not to be spoiled. That was when I smiled and the room fell silent. It hadn't always been this way. When we were younger, my sister and I used to share everything. Clothes, secrets, even the same bed on stormy nights when lightning shook the house. She was the wild one, reckless, always daring me to follow her into trouble. I loved her for it. But love rots when it's one-sided. I noticed the shift years ago. The way her compliments came wrapped in needles. How nice of Mom to give you that dress. I guess she feels bad you don't look good in anything else. Little cuts, small enough to laugh off until they weren't. When E got married, she didn't toast me. She whispered to my husband, "She's fragile. You'll have to be patient." When I bought my first home, she stood in the living room, lips tight, and said, "Cozy, like a starter house. Don't worry, you'll upgrade one day." And when my daughter was born, the light of my life, her jealousy curdled into something venomous. She spoiled her own children rotten, yet called many entitled whenever I gave her something earned. The laptop wasn't luxury, it was necessity. My daughter is bright, sharper than anyone I know. She wants to design, create, build. Her old computer was a relic, slow and wheezing. So I worked extra shifts. I skipped dinners out. I watched every dollar, cutting my own needs until I had the 2,000. The day I brought it home, my daughter cried. She hugged me so tight I thought my ribs would crack. She whispered, "I'll make you proud." And she had until tonight, until my sister's children dragged it out, laughing as if it were a game, tossing it into the fire pit while the adults watched. I didn't shout. I didn't give them the scene they wanted. Instead, I let the silence grow. Silence is heavier than screams. My father shifted uncomfortably. My mother's laughter trailed off. My sister's smirk faltered. I leaned forward, my voice calm. "Do you know what I saved for while you wasted money on cigarettes and vacations? Do you know what I cut back in while you drowned in debt for your newest phone? I gave my daughter something that mattered." I turned to her children. "And you? Did you enjoy it? Destroying something you could never earn for yourselves." Their grins faded. My sister bristled. "Oh, come on. It's just a computer." "She'll live." I smiled again, the same way I did when I first saw it burn. "You're right. She'll live, but you?" Revenge didn't come that night in a burst of anger. It came the next morning. Cold. Precise. I called the bank first. My parents had made Mecco signer on the small loan they'd taken when their medical bills stacked up. They thought I'd forgotten. I hadn't. I withdrew immediately. Their safety net snapped. Then my sister. She relied on me more than she admitted. I had always been the one to babysit, to spot her cash, to cover her emergencies. I opened my phone, pulled up every group chat, and with deliberate clarity, I wrote, "From today forward, I am not available for your needs. Don't call, don't text, don't ask." I hit send, but I wasn't done. Her kids had social accounts full of bragging, screenshots of cheating on tests, videos of stealing from stores, mocking classmates, all carelessly public. I compiled it. Every ugly truth, every bit of arrogance she had overlooked. I didn't have to spread lies. I only had to shine a light. By the end of the week, the school called her, then the principal, then the police. Her laughter stopped. The confrontation came 2 weeks later. She stormed into my house, her eyes wild, spitting curses. "You ruined my kids' lives." I didn't flinch. "No, they ruined their own lives. I just refused to cover it up like you always have." She shook, trembling with rage. "You think you're better than me?" I stepped closer, lowering my voice until it was almost a whisper. "No, I just stopped letting you drag me down. And now everyone can see you for who you are." Her mouth opened, then shut. For the first time in years, she had no words. That night, my daughter sat at her desk working on their placement laptop I had bought her. New, better, faster, paid for with the money I saved by cutting my sister and parents off. She looked up at me, her eyes shining. "Mom, was it worth it?" I placed my hand on hers. "Yes, because now you know justice doesn't always scream. Sometimes it just smiles." And that smile, the same one I wore as the fire devoured her gift, was the one that ended it all.